Let's be honest, the Kansas City Royals have had it rough. The last time they finished above 500 was back in 2016, of course, the year after they defeated the New York Mets in the World Series. Ever since then, it's been a slow decline for the Royals, including 106 losses in 2023, tied for a franchise worst. But I think their luck is about to turn around. Their young core is another year older, and management has shown some commitment to improving this offseason, adding Hunter Renfroe and Michael Wacha so far. At the center of that young core is 5'2" shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. Witt has been one of the most highly regarded prospects since the Royals took him with the number 2 pick in the 2019 draft, and in 2024, what will be his third season in the Bigs, Bobby Witt Jr. will win the American League's Most Valuable Player award. Witt had a solid rookie year in 2022, hitting 20 homers and stealing 30 bases, good for a 4th place finish in AL Rookie of the Year voting. But he improved drastically in his second season, leveling up in all facets of his game. Witt placed 7th in MVP voting. His OPS Plus increased by almost 20%, he reached 30 homers and drove in 96, stealing 49 bases. Most of all, Witt's defense at shortstop took the next step. In his rookie season, Witt was one of the worst defenders in baseball, committing 19 errors, tied for 3rd worst in the league. He also posted a -18 DRS and -9 OAA. Let's fresh up on those metrics. DRS, or defensive runs saved, quantifies a player's entire defensive performance by attempting to measure how many runs he saved. It takes into account errors, range, arm strength, and ability to turn double plays. OAA, or outs above average, is a range-based metric that shows how many outs a player has saved. Obviously, -18 and -9 are horrible numbers. Not only did Witt make an absurd amount of errors as a rookie, but he wasn't making up any of those outs. 2023 was a huge step forward for Bobby Witt Jr. He cut his errors down from 19 to 12, still more than you would like from your shortstop, but his OAA did a complete 180, jumping from -9 to +14, which was the best mark out of all American League shortstops. That kind of turnaround is absurd from a second-year player who's also just 23 years old. If that wasn't enough to sell you on Witt's defensive improvement, you can also look at fielding run value. This measures a player's defensive performance and places them on a run-based scale, the number being that player's runs above or below average. While Witt's run value was a cool -8 in his rookie year, once again it flipped to a +10 this season. In his second season, Witt proved that he's one of the best shortstops in terms of making plays and saving outs. Once he becomes more sure-handed and reduces errors even more, it's only going to skyrocket his value as a player. Let's talk about the bat. I briefly spoke on Witt's improvement in the major offensive categories, but let's explore some StatCast numbers. The best part about Witt's offensive improvement is that the numbers say he should have performed even better. If you're not familiar with StatCast's expected numbers, they essentially take every batted ball and spit out what you can expect a player's production to be. They can be helpful in finding hidden upside. Witt's expected batting average in 2023 was .294, almost 20 points higher than his true batting average. He was in the 95th percentile in the league, compared to his 58th percentile finish in his rookie year. His average exit velocity, barrel percentage, and hard hit percentage all confirm this, as each was above the 70th percentile, signifying above average metrics. Witt was also in the top 5% of the league in expected slug with a .533, and expected WOBA, or weighted on base average, which basically just measures a player's value based on each individual plate appearance. It's considered one of the most telling offensive categories. Witt's hard hit percentage jumped almost 10% as he soared from the 43rd percentile to the 73rd. Arguably, Witt's most vital tool is his speed. His sprint speed is at the top of the league, and if it weren't for Esteury Ruiz of the A's stealing 67 bases, Witt would have led the AL this season with his 49. As long as he stays healthy, Witt will be at the top of the league in stolen bases, and we know the voters love speed. It was a big part of Ronald Acuna Jr.'s campaign for NL MVP this season, and it helped Mike Trout tremendously when he used to run early in his career. Mookie Betts is another great example, a guy who was great in all facets of the game, but stole 30 bases when he won the award in 2018. It's only a matter of time before Bobby Witt Jr. explodes and makes a solid case for Most Valuable Player. We should also take a look at the rest of the league and see what the competition is for Witt. The most glaring point is that Shohei Ohtani, the winner of 2 of the last 3 AL MVPs for the Angels, is now in the National League with the LA Dodgers. That leaves an open race for Witt and other AL stars. Julio Rodriguez will be another perennial candidate, as he broke out last season and finished 4th in voting. World champions Corey Seager and Marcus Semien also had crazy years, finishing 2nd and 3rd behind Ohtani in 2023. And of course, Yankee slugger Aaron Judge. He won the award in 2022, and when healthy, is a lock for a top 5 finish every year. The competition will surely be rich for MVP, as it always is, but with Ohtani going to the National League, the field is more wide open than ever, and Bobby Witt Jr. is going to waltz into a first-place finish. That's all I got for this video. Make sure you like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to our channel, Bruin Baseball. We're also on Instagram now at Bruin Baseball. We're going to be posting every week on here, so make sure you follow along. Also drop a comment, let me know what you want to see next.